What's up, Hypno Buddies? We're back to a little more Fatal 12. We're on part 12 of Fatal 12. It is part Fatal 12. We are following up. This is same day I recorded the previous session. So we're going to get right into another election. And Shigetsugu is almost certainly on the way out, which is fine. But it'll be curious to see what happens to number 4. If he is also on the way out, or if he joins us as our little sidekick buddy because he has nowhere else to go. Curious to see what Alan and Odette are going to do. But, yeah, we're probably going to get right into it. One thing that actually occurred to me, I was thinking about, again, just always having these little thoughts between games. One thing that just kind of occurred to me was some comments that Alan made a couple of videos ago. I remember saying at the time that Alan was talking about how, well, he immediately saw through Maharu's ruse. He can tell that Maharu and Rinka are still working together. And he determined that he would have to go through Rinka, or through Maharu to get to Rinka. Just because they were allied or whatever, or it was implied that that was the case. And I remember saying at the time, I don't know about that. But the comments Alan made last episode actually make a lot more sense. Because Alan, being the astute fellow that he is, recognized on the first election night that we were having some memory issues, that however we were going through our death or how we had had our death erased or whatever, trauma, what have you, not knowing the reason, but he picked up on the fact that we missed the rules, we forgot the rules, we were having some trouble remembering things that had happened immediately after our death, including the death itself. Now, I call slight shenanigans on that. I am not sure he's smart enough to pick up on that just like that. But it does mean he's wise enough to ascertain that pressuring us for our information doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because we didn't got it. We have no idea what our cause of death is or our regret is, so that actually gives a very good reason why not only he hasn't been pursuing us personally, but also why he thinks that going through Rinka is the smarter option. Why? Because everybody knows that she has our cause of death card. She was assigned it publicly after she voted out our precious little cupcake. So that makes sense. But in the meantime, Alan has gone from Major Baddie to Bunk Buddy, keeping in mind that chronologically it has been less than 2 weeks since he was threatening to strangle babies. You know, it's been about 13, 12 days since that happened. It hasn't actually been that long. And now we're just, oh yeah, you live here now. Great. That's awesome. That's fantastic. But yeah, funnily enough, it doesn't seem like it seems like it's been a lot longer, actually. But this is literally just the week after Sonia was voted out, and Keiko was voted out the week before. So yeah, not a whole lot of time has actually passed. Nevertheless, we will be getting into the week 5 elections. Shigetsugu, we hardly knew ye. Thus another day of school rolls by, and almost another week. I stayed up late last night doing research, so I'm still a bit tired. Oh? Research on something pertinent or school? And wouldn't you know it, I checked my calendar and it's June already. I wonder if this video is going to go up on the first video of June. I'm already nostalgic about the time we went to the amusement park. Once my surprise fades, I get ready to head to school. What were you researching? Something useful? Friday? Is it Friday? It's Friday. Once there, I find myself talking to the usual group. Ohio! You two decide on what you're going to do for the cultural festival yet? No, I'm the procrastinating type. They already settled on me helping out for an hour on both Saturday and Sunday, right? I've been forced into it as well. I wonder what's going to happen on that. Talking to these two really helps to hammer home that I'm back to my typical daily life. You really shouldn't be. The Culture Festival's next weekend. My class has finally decided to go with the fortune teller booth idea. I'm a bit worried about it since they've decided with hardly a month to spare, but it should be fine because there's nothing too difficult to prepare. You're worried now? You've had ages to prepare for it. And you shouldn't be caring because you're in a death game. Need I remind you? None of us are playing a big part in it, but we do need to help out because it's a class effort. And said help comes in the form of 1-hour shifts on both Saturday and Sunday, it seems. No, what? Not what I mean. I'm asking how you're going to spend the rest of the time. Oh, okay. I kind of want to check out the cafe that Naomi's class is running. Yeah, let's go judge that coffee. Her class, huh? Not like you got to tag along, you know. Wrong. Wherever Rinka goes, I follow. Spending time with Naomi should be fine as long as it's while we're at school. I can't remember if there's something going on between Miharu and Naomi. I know it was hinted at, but I can't remember if it was actually specified. Like someone's been giving someone else the cold shoulder or trying to keep the distance there for Naomi's sake as much as anyone else's, of course. She's been working hard for this, so I want to see how it turns out. You got any plans, Mao? Nope! When does Mao have plans? Figures. I'm not interested in what the others are doing, so I booked a morning shift. We're allowed to go home so long as we're at school we need to be, so I may as well. Might as well do the same. Don't particularly care about anything else. Aw, you two suck. Ignoring Mao's attempts to tease us, we start to trudge over to the cafeteria. Have a nice trudge over there. Okay, see ya. And Mao's out. With that, Mao skips out of the classroom. Looks like she's heading home in a hurry today. I still wonder if Mao's going to play a bigger part in things. I still think Naomi's going to get in trouble. Is Mao just comedy relief or... I'm not sure why, since she generally keeps that aspect of her life to herself. Still, she tends to be busy more often than not. Not like she's any clubs either. We've touched on this before. I can only assume she's got a part-time job or something. I feel like we've actually had this text before. I don't know. We're setting up for something. Mao, what are you up to? Miharu is getting ready to head home herself. Oh, seems like she's working a shift today. Here we go with this. I shunned Naomi last video. I feel I'm getting a really strong these choices are going to start mattering vibe. You know what? Considering the action we saw last video, I feel like strength in numbers might be the way to go. So I think we will offer to trudge along together. We're going to trudge some more and maybe keep an eye out for Odette and Federico. I'm assuming that Alan is still at 4 and 5's house. I'm just imagining him with an apron vacuuming or something. Want to head back to the station together? Are you sure? She starts to pack up even faster when she asks. Under her notebook is an unfamiliar book. Doesn't seem like one from the school's library. Oh? No need to rush, though. I'd rather not have you leave me behind for being too slow. I can only smirk. What's your unfamiliar book, Miharu? Foreshadowing. Foreshadowing. Thanks for yesterday, by the way. I didn't do much, though I'm glad you brought it up. Mind if I asked what happened? This is probably in regards to calling the police for us. Get ready for a long story, I guess. Get ready to be called an idiot by Miharu again. This isn't a topic I can avoid so long as we're together. So yeah, we would have missed this conversation had I opted otherwise. I tell her all about how I went to Shigetsugu's house and how numeral 11 forced her way in. She's wide-eyed at the start of the story, but by the end, all she does was sigh. Honestly, at this point, I'm just scared of what you'll try to pull next. Yeah, because you're dumb. Things worked out well enough, though. I managed to talk things out with numeral 12. What about it? You still have to eliminate him when all's said and done. I figure I am being optimistic, but Miharu makes sure to beat reality back into me with her words. Lacking a proper retort, all I do is avoid eye contact. Well, I'm not going to nag about how what you're doing is wrong. If anything goes south, just know I'm ready to protect you. Most importantly, I'm happy that you're revealing all this to me in the first place. Well, I feel like we made the right choice here. Has anything happened on your end? Are you curious? She teases the question with a smile. You're not going to tell me anything. That's my girl. You know me so well. We move to more standard topics following that as we make our way to the station. Why would you hide things from me? I thought you were doing everything for my sake. Come on, girl, spill it. Then we exchange goodbyes and part ways. All right. Tiny little bit of plot action there. Saturday. Yesterday was a rare day. I was able to open the store for once. Customers dwindle during holiday periods, but regulars in the area still tend to drop by. I'm glad most of them understand that my grand's away, so they make it a point to cheer me on rather than criticize my offerings. Yo, Rinny! Want to go somewhere the week after the cultural festival? Mal comes over to chat as I'm getting ready to head home. Sure, got someplace in mind? Not yet. Could always go see a movie or hit up karaoke. She grins as she notices my hesitation. Come on, don't deny me the pleasure of watching your sheepish singing, Rinny. I'd very much like to deny you that. We haven't been to karaoke with Naren yet, have we? It'd be good timing, so let's do it. I bet that girl's got a killer voice. Don't know what she'd sing, but the quiet types are always surprisingly good at singing. The only curveball is Maharu and her job. Whatever. Things will sort themselves out. She prattles on and on without giving me a chance to speak. I'm all too aware that this is her way of making sure I can't turn her down. I'm pretty curious about what Naomi would try to sing, so I end up agreeing. Yes! Make sure you keep the Saturday after next open then. I will have to keep an Saturday after next. So we got elections. I wonder what'll happen then. Is that week 7? I'm still mindful of the fact that the devs for this game said don't stream things after week 7 until the game's been out for a month. Something gonna happen at karaoke? The Saturday after next will be the 16th. 2 more elections stand between now and then. Yep. And then a third follows immediately after. I should be fine for this week's, but who knows after next week's. Yeah, we may not survive next week's election. That's not the mindset I should have, though. My utmost priority is making sure I never get elected at all. Rinny? I apologize for getting lost in thought before we make our way to class. We're just blasting through these days here. We'll hit election before the end of the video, I'm sure. After spending some time in Shinjuku, I find myself waiting for the train. Gonna find number 4 again? I realize it's been a while since the last time I went to the bookstore, so I decided to stop by before heading home. Oh, we gonna run into someone else? We're gonna run into Miharu because she had a weird book. Maybe we'll run into number 9. There's a fair number of new shoujo manga on sale, so I buy a couple to try. Oh, Naomi. Rika-senpai. As it happens, Naomi is already there and waiting for the same train. She even has the same bag in hand as me, which means we're both at the same store. After discussing what we both bought, Naomi's expression gets a bit more serious as she changes the topic. How did things go with that child, if I may ask? She must mean you. No, she means the other guy, not you. Not me, you. It's funny, thinking back to that first encounter. Not only did I not know his name, I actually thought he was a girl. How much should I tell Naomi, though? I can't give her all the details like I did with Maharu. Maharu's warning comes to mind as I mull it over. Let's just say things worked out. Okay. Sorry. The exchange is brief, but it no doubt leaves Naomi a tad vexed. If I'm not going to tell her everything, then I'm better off not saying anything at all. Her pained expression tells me exactly how the current situation makes her feel. Doing this to her hurts me enough already, but she must feel even worse on the receiving end. That's why I try my best to change the topic. Is something wrong? As soon as I do, I notice a familiar figure among the crowd. 4? Or possibly 9. Not wanting Naomi to notice, I keep my gaze on her, only resorting to quick glances to make sure I'm right. And I am. It's you. Not you. You. He's standing in the crowd as if waiting for someone. But I mean, there's a very limited pool of people he could be waiting for. He tries to seem nonchalant, but I notice him glancing over to me every now and then. Oh, sorry, I forgot to pick something up for the cafe. Go on back without me. I don't mind joining you. Nah, it's fine. I'm sure you're tired from all the preparations for the culture festival, so I say go and get some rest. She nods, although it's obvious that she has read between the lines. Following that, I wave goodbye as she gets on the train. Yu makes his way over after confirming that I'm alone. Rinka! Oni-chan! He probably realized that I saw him. I need to ask a favor. He cuts right to the chase. Everyone asking me for favors. Keiko, Sonia, now this dude. I opt to quietly hear him out. I want to help Shigetsugu see his family again. You ain't got much time for that, buddy. But I need you to help me figure out where they are. Shigetsugu says that he's already given up, but it's obvious that he wanted to see them again for a long time. Again, we seem to have this theme of helping people overcome their final regrets, even when stating what their final regrets are as they're about to get voted out. I guess Keiko didn't even know about her final regret getting fixed, but it seems to be the theme here. Except for number 6. Number 6 can just get effed. I'm the only one who can convince him, but I couldn't bring myself to say anything. It just frustrates me so much. I've spent so much time till now trying to figure out what I should do, trying to figure out the right answer. It was tough, but now I know. Things can't go on like this. We'll both regret it if they do. Well, you're gonna regret it anyway. It's literally written on your card. He lets his emotions run rampant despite being out in public. Am I not going to hit election time before the end of this video? We're just going to go find Shigetsugu's family? There's nothing I can do to stop him either. Once he finishes his spiel, he stares at me, worry all over his face. I can't blame him. Normally people wouldn't hear him out, but he's probably hoping for the slightest possibility that I will. I don't know where they are. Shigetsugu probably won't tell me either. There's no way I could ask Aran, so you're the only one I can rely on. Please. He's probably expecting me to turn him down based on my silence. I don't seem to be in the right state of mind. His desperation to help Shigetsugu serves to warm my heart. As does knowing we both thought of the same thing. Oh, that's what she was doing research on. Oh, you're a sweetheart, Rinka. They moved away due to his son getting transferred to another branch of his company, so finding out which prefecture they were in was pretty easy. Calling them and pretending to be other departments worked out well. I've been brushing up on my acting skills ever since Divine Selection started, so I was able to nail down the city they're in. Huh? But the rest is up to you. Just ask around the neighborhood to find out which house is theirs. Guess I can give you money for the Shinkansen and lodging for the night. Shinkansen? I don't know what that is. I gotta keep it a secret from my gran, but it'll be fine as long as you pay me back. What's happening right now? If you're not taking Shingetsugu with you, then you'll just have to convince his family to come see him instead. I won't help you out more than this, but I want you to trust yourself. I honestly don't get what's happening. Shigetsugu said that you is both brave and compassionate. I have to agree. I hand him an envelope. Inside is the information I've already dug up regarding Shigetsugu's family, as well as some money. Did you know I'd do this? It's only because I had the same idea cross my mind. It's their story from here on out. I have no intention of seeing it through. Okay, so we probably will get to election then, because we're not going to participate in this. Hopefully Shigetsugu seems a lot happier when we see him in the Court of Fate. Now that I've done this much for you, not you, I should be able to avoid waking up with regret if Shigetsugu gets eliminated. I want to seem happy till the very end, so I'll do everything I can to make sure that happens. Thanks, Rinka! I promise I'll pay you back. After he says that, he remains still for a moment. Just as I mutter that I need to go, he stops me. His expression is deathly serious. Uh-oh. Is Annette here? Or number 9? Someone else is here. Or there's one more favor. His face makes it clear that this one is serious. Even so, I don't expect what comes out of his mouth next. He wants us to vote Shigetsugu out? He wants us to get the cards? Or to vote him out? Himself out? Are we going to have a double? Are we going to have a request? Like kind of with the pact with Sonia? I knew. There we go. Yep, alright. I mean, it was one or the other. Alan's going to eliminate Shigetsugu and we're going to eliminate you. I want you to eliminate me. Excuse me? I kind of figured that you've already obtained all 3 of my cards. I want to get some resolution on the fact that this dude literally killed us. I mean, is that not going to come up? Oh! Oh, it is going to come up. Because if we elect you, we're going to experience his death. We're going to see ourselves. Oh, damn. I did not even... Okay, that I did not think of. Oh, please let that be what happens. That is going to be a trip. Oh, yes. Yes, let us do this. I also figured that you wouldn't elect me. You're just too kind. But why? Because I want you to live. You're joking. Sorry, I shouldn't shout at you. But I'm serious. If there's anyone I'm fine with being eliminated by, it's you. Well, I mean, sure, I'll eliminate you. Turn around is fair play. That's not all, though. I shouldn't be allowed to live in the first place. Oh, did he remember what he did? Oh, did his memories come back to him, and that's why he wants us to eliminate him, so we'll learn. What? What makes you say that? My memories don't seem like they'll ever come back, but sometimes I'm scared of myself. Okay, maybe not. Sometimes I get the feeling that the person I was before this is ready to do something terrible. I guess when they had that news report a couple of videos ago where they found the bag by the train, I guess he just forgot it there. He just came back when his death was undone, and he's just like, where am I? What am I doing? And he just walked off. Well, I mean, surely they would have reported that the bag had a bomb in it, because it did. Also, could the music not go so hard during these little conversations? I get it's dramatic, but let me talk. I may become something else entirely if my memories return. Who knows what I'll do then? So please, kill me before that can happen. I can feel the pressure he's been bottling up inside from the tone of his voice. That unknown factor has probably been haunting him for a while now. Oh, please let us experience his death. That is going to be juicy. I had no intention of electing them this week, just as he said. Mostly because I don't have it in me. Sorry, but I need some time to think. Why? You'll have to eliminate me sooner or later if you want to live, right? Right, but right now I'd rather leave that for when your memories return. For when we can both learn about the link we share. Oh, you'll learn it real quick if you eliminate him. Are you sure your amnesia isn't just causing you to panic? And I might regret my action by eliminating you before I learn something important. But you gotta! He refuses to give in. You'll learn something important if you eliminate him, trust me. He knows what I'm like by now, and yet he presses on regardless. Please, you'll do this for me, won't you? I can't bring myself to answer. He refuses to stop staring at me, waiting for me to say yes. He believes he might do something terrible, but I can't see that happening. I can. And you will. Sure, his past required him to know how to fight, but that doesn't feel relevant to his current fears. It's a promise. Oh, is it now? He cuts the conversation off after a period of silence and takes his leave without another word. What's a promise? I didn't say anything. There's a reason I couldn't give him the response he wanted. Deep down, I knew. I just can't do it yet. Deep down, you know you just can't do it yet, or deep down, you know something? I mean, if you guys share a connection... Oh, I guess she doesn't really... Maybe she doesn't know or understand that you live the death of the person that you're eliminating. I'm not sure that's ever been made clear to the people that haven't done an elimination yet. Today turns out to be another rare day. I keep the cafe open all day long. Leaving it closed so often has taken its toll on me. My legs feel like rubber now that my shift is over. Either way, working up a sweat from hard work feels pretty good. And getting to see all the customers relaxed and content makes it all worth it. Right. Time for a shower in bed. This week's election awaits. Ah, is this Sunday? I didn't see a date pop up. It doesn't actually matter when I decide to go to sleep, but the more sleep I get, the better I should feel in the morning. Date? 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 I notice a sizable black object in my room as soon as I enter. Ah, uh-oh. Game, don't do that to me. Don't stress me out. It's Leth, lording over my bed as always. Leth is the mastermind, calling it. Oh, you. In all honesty, it's reassuring to know I'm not alone. Clock time? Clock time. Oh, what's going to happen? Okay. So last election was the first time we actually cranked up the action. Last election was the first time it wasn't just 3 cards goodbye. Last time we actually had a conflict. What's going to happen this time? Are we going to go up together? Are Alan, Shigetsugu, you and me going to go up all at the same time? Is there going to be another contest? Is someone going to do something unexpected? Is number 9 going to open his damn mouth for a change? Ooh, what's going to happen? Good evening, my lovely little slaves to fate. Parker's voice echoes throughout the court of fate. That's the prelude to this week's election. Oh, it's so nice that we arrive here like clockwork. I'm so old that I forget to set my DVR to record my TV shows. I would very much appreciate you not treating this as televised entertainment. Look at Parker, she's so sad. Do not belittle my ritual, damn it. Oh! Has humanity's humble TV piqued even a lowly goddess's interest? Oh, we're all digging into Parker now. You know what? I'm kind of into it. I assure you, no ethereal being is as educated regarding the trends of the mortal coil as I. Existing out with the bounds of time can lead to extreme boredom, you see. Did you really just say out with? She smiles as she responds to Shigetsugu. There is something inherently off about hearing a being like her, who feels right at home in a fantasy setting, talking about TV. I wonder if she observes events in the real world from here, as if watching us on TV. I see hints of exhaustion from you all. We are nearly halfway through Divine Selection, so that's to be expected. Hey, I gotta find Federico again. It's been a few. Yeah, kind of mafia, see? So we can just get on with it and might as well hurry this up so we can get some solid shut-eye. Federico speaks up in his typical tone of jest. From what I can tell, he doesn't have any serious injuries. Yu claims to have rendered him immobile, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Either that or he heals fast. Or that. Either that or the dream world doesn't reflect our current state in the real world. Meaning he's acting fine to cover up the fact that he's been injured. Goodness gracious. Quite the impatient lot. Have you no sympathy for a goddess looking to stave off boredom? Again, why are you doing this? You mentioned a ritual. Are you just bored? What's the motive here? No matter. We have 8 elections left, including tonight's. I am sure you will provide me with some entertainment during that span of time. I have a feeling we're going to lose 2 people today. Allow me to begin tonight's election. Revolve, O clock of fate. Well, we're starting with me. What am I going to do? Do I get a choice? Is this going to be a choice? I highly doubt that. Each participant announces whether or not they want to elect someone as the clock hand makes its revolution. What did I say? Naturally, I'm up first because I'm numeral 1. I announce my intent to not elect anyone tonight. Sorry, number 4. Some other day. In the end, Alan is the only one to announce an election. Okay, well, I did kind of call that originally, so that is to be expected. Alan, you're out. We're going to have to find something to do with you for the next week. Maybe you'll move in with us. Maybe you'll be our bodyguard or something. I elect numeral 5. As expected, he goes straight for Shigetsugu. Did you get to see your family? Shigetsugu seems satisfied with this outcome. I want to hear what happened with his family. Did you guys find them? I can only guess the meaning behind it, but I'd like to believe his story ends on a positive note. Yeah. Did we get to go up and see what happens? I'm kind of disappointed. We're just having a 3 and you're done again. More importantly... You liar. Hey, I didn't promise Jack. A sense of guilt washes over me as I hear those words getting muttered. Look, I didn't promise nothing. You said it's a promise and then effed off. That ain't the same thing. If it makes you feel better, you can be next week. I have a feeling they're gonna introduce 9, I think, next week, because yes, Yu's gonna be sticking around, but we've sort of heard Yu's story. It's time for 9 to wake the hell up and do something. 2 people face one another in the Court of Fate's upper stratum. Alan and Shigetsugu. For Alan, this is his 3rd time. Much like the previous 2, his expression remains stolid. Well, this is something else. As Dreamworld offers surprise after surprise. Alan remains silent after Shigetsugu's remark. You guys have been hanging out for a couple of days. I wonder what kind of interaction we're going to hear here. The only thing in his eyes is the reflection of an old man's decrepit smile. You've become quite the regular visitor here, haven't you? Here's your subway stamp. Alan gives no response to Parka, who appears out of nowhere either. Worry not. I'm aware that you are not one for words. Yeah, I'm used to this guy by now. It's like talking to a brick wall. Hey, Alan, your fly's undone. See? Nothing. Please select your 3 cards. Alan opens up his card book and produces the relevant cards. Once done, he reads them aloud. His name is Ushizuka Shigetsugu. He died of starvation. His regret is the family he once got along with. Man, he did that in one breath. Just rattled it off. He's like, I got shit to do. Oh! Fortunately, I have no more regrets. See, again, going back to this. I'm not sure how he pulled off his trick, but he allowed me the chance to see my family one last time. Don't be foolish. That was no trick. It was a heartfelt gift from him, your family, to you. His efforts will be in vain if you refuse to accept that. Oh, don't worry, I'm aware. It's just this old man's way of hiding his embarrassment. I see. I would say I'm surprised at your outburst, but that's not true. While brief, our time together was enough to understand that no one holds their family as dear as you. I let this drag on longer than necessary. Like, literally, we've had the slightest exchange, and he's like, okay, this is taking too long. Hurry up with the proceedings. Oh, done chatting already? Have you met me? Before Alan can respond, a brief light floods from his cards. I really want Rinka to eliminate 4. That's got to happen. That's going to be a moment for her. It envelops the area in an instant. Well, this is going to be the most boring death. Another roof? Let's look at another roof. Okay, we're just going to have the outside. I was just thinking to myself, all the deaths we've had so far are just people staring at roofs. A man haunted by loneliness, on the floor in his home. As starvation whittled him away, all he could do was reflect on his past. He wished to return to those happier times, back when his back wasn't killing him. It was an unrealizable dream, until he realized it, and yet it was one he would cling to as if his life's light had gradually extinguished. Well, we blasted through this election. Anything special going to happen? Expect no sympathy from me. Your dream did end up coming true. That's more than enough. I admit that it is quite rare for you to be even the slightest bit sentimental. How many times must I tell you not to concern yourself with me? Do your job. Man, we're getting mouthy with the goddess here. We're just getting... The first time we were here, we were all in just wonder at what the hell's going on, and now Miharu and Alan are just like, listen, get to work. Dull to the core, no matter. You may reveal your interesting side to me sooner than you expect. Alan's platform begins to move as Shigetsugu's cards float in front of him. He must pick a card to keep before returning to the lower stratum. This will be interesting. The only card I think we knew that Shigetsugu had were either cards of number 4, which Alan may already have, or he may complete his collection. I don't think he's going to care about the regret. He'll be happy to just let his own regret card burn as far as... I mean, that would be the smart play. What else did Shigetsugu have? This might be interesting. If he had one of our cards, that's going to suck. If he had our regret, then Miharu better watch her ass. His expression remains emotionless as he chooses. What is it? Make it public. Tell the class. Sometime after, Alan descends by himself. Which card would you like to obtain? I choose numeral 4's regret. He is going to complete the collection on numeral 4. I'm not sure he has any of the other ones. He's probably let the name slip. He probably doesn't know the cause of death. Because 4 doesn't know that either. The only reason we know is we have his card. Damn it, Rinka! Something's wrong. Yu seems completely unfazed by Alan's selection. Did he pick a card he already knew? Maybe Alan, this is his favor. He's like, all right, look, I need to eliminate you guys, but I'm not going to be an asshole, so I'm going to take a card I already knew. Maybe? Because surely he knows Yu's regret. We found out Yu's regret from giving him a piggyback ride. This guy's been living with him for 2 or 3 days. No, that's not quite right. His expression is alien compared to a few minutes ago. Maybe that's what Alan did, and 4 was just not expecting it. He was just like, wait a minute, you're gonna do me a solid, brother? It sends a shiver right down my spine. I want an explanation. His gaze remains focused on me, rather than Alan. Why is 4 looking at... 4 wants me to vote him out. 4 wants, like, please vote me out before Alan can do it. That kid. I find it hard to believe that it's simply anger over me not electing him. This is something else. Like I'm staring into an endless abyss of rage. Ouch. My head suddenly begins to pound. What's going on, but not enough to make me collapse. So I do my best to power through it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh damn. Oh damn. Not normal. Not normal. What is this in response? What shattered? That could be a card. But why would it do that? What is this? I notice Alan's bewilderment the moment he touches Yu's card. Because his regret's gone. He lost the regret. Because he ate my cooking? Because he ate my curry? My curry was that good? The card, which was glowing white, suddenly shatters. The fragments disperse throughout the area. The regret changed. It's gone. Oh my! Oh me! Oh my! Parker, you smartass. My card book begins to glow as well. Parker speaks up as soon as I notice. My card book... Why is my card book glowing? I shouldn't have learned anything. What is happening? Tonight's session resulted in one elimination. I bid you all farewell for now. You cheeky brat. What is going on? The seeds of dissonance have already begun to sprout. Oh, what is happening? What is going on? I want a perspective play from you. I want to play as you for a bit. What is going on in that head of his? But this is just the beginning. What is happening? Achievement unlocked, 5th week. We're only halfway through the video. What the dicks? What the hell's going on? A card exploded and we got a card. We should have all of Yu's cards anyway. Did one of our cards change? The only one that would change would be his regret card. It's good. We're going to look at it. I regret not beating the crap out of Alan when I had the chance. I wake up drenched in sweat. Check your book. Check your book. The gross and sticky kind, no less. Oh, there's no worse. Leth is nowhere to be seen, so I assume it was another midnight departure. Nah, Leth's the mastermind. He's the one behind it all. What in the world happened during that election? Great question. The moment Alan got his hands on that card, it shattered. It was Yu's regret card, too. Did that surprise Alan as well? Alan's a very sharp fella. Did he do something intentionally? Yu was angry as well. I want to hear the perspectives here. I have that card as well, so I've got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, but your book was glowing. Go look at it. Go look at it. Go look at it. I peer into my own book of cards, fearing the worst. No way. What's going on here? I'm sure the distress in my voice is apparent. Yu's regret card has vanished. Okay, it didn't change. It just went away. Did it change? I mean, I joked about the fact that he got to eat some good home cooking, but I mean, we didn't do anything to affect that. Does this mean that Yu has a new regret because his perception of it changed? It would be weird for the cards to change because I commented last video on how some of us have cards for Yu's name that are actually different. I commented on the fact that they don't really update, but here we go. I mean, it didn't update per se, but it changed. Presumably his regret changed and his card got destroyed as a result. This has never happened before. If the card disappears, does that mean his regret has disappeared? That can't be right. His regret was about his mother's cooking, so it wouldn't disappear because I made him dinner. Yeah, exactly. Even if it did, I would have lost the card sooner. Shigetsugu wouldn't have had it either. Which means he has a new regret? There's only one possibility. That's why I decided to go back to Shigetsugu's house after school. You don't be too mad at me. Here we go. Or maybe he'll find us first. It's not like Yu has anything better to do now. School itself has started to get busy thanks to culture festival preparations. My class got started pretty late comparatively, so the people in charge were running around during lunch to get things set up. I also can't help but notice that after that crazy thing happened, Parker was just like, well, I guess we're done for tonight. See ya. Smell you later. No explanation. None whatsoever. All right. Class got started pretty late. Did I read that? Let's pretend I did. Much as I think that they should have gotten it all sorted out earlier, I'm in no position to comment when I'm doing the bare minimum to help. Now, you're helping Naomi's class more than you're helping your own. I would be willing to help out if they asked, but they're making it pretty clear that they want to handle things themselves. More power to them. And I get why. It's nice when you and a group of friends pull stuff like that off together. Naomi's class is probably doing much better than ours in that regard. Well, let's grab some grub. Not a care in the world, huh? It's awkward to sit here right now, so let's make our way to the rooftop. Whoa, hey, watch what you're saying. Why should I? They're the ones who turned down Mao's offer to help because of our being around her. No worries, makes life easier for me. Something tells me that Maharu's a bit annoyed. Most likely because it's easy to guess how they treated Mao when she offered to help. Besides, they're the ones that sorted our shifts out for us. Might as well thank him, really. Well, so long as you're fine with it, let's get going. I nod and follow along behind them. Four's going to find us up here, isn't he? Again, he's a ninja. He's already hiding in the bushes. Chow time! He's on the screen right now. You just can't see him. All three of us enjoy lunch on the rooftop as usual. Times like this are when I can relax the most. Just as I'm enjoying my tonkatsu sandwich, a familiar voice calls out as the rooftop door opens. 4. Never mind. Sorry, is Rinka here? I forgot how to make coffee. Naomi. Yo, Naorin! Feels like ages since I last saw you. Yeah, there's still something going on between you and Miharu, isn't there? Oh, hi, Mao. Good day to you too, Miharu. Miharu makes eye contact with her but says nothing. Both Naomi and I understand why, so Naomi makes her business clear right away. Do we know why? I'm not sure that was explained. I have some coffee coupons, so here you go. She hands 3 tickets over to us. The word coffee is printed on the middle in oversized font. Beneath that it says, Amaka Girls University High School Culture Festival. Our class caught the principal's eye, so now they'll be selling these tickets at the reception. I got some spare ones, so I wanted to give them to you. Nice. Guess they're going all out to attract as many people as they can. I mean, if they really wanted to attract people, they should serve booze. Sake. Plenty of classes barely putting any effort like ours, so all the work your class did could serve as good PR for the school. That's a fair point. I'm really happy for you, honest. All that hard work paid off. We won't know that until the culture festival starts. This is all thanks to you. I didn't expect to get so hooked once you started teaching me. Are you addicted to coffee now? So, Naorin, you going to do any cosplay? Mao poses a new question to cut off the current conversation. Naomi's face burns a bright red in response. Miharu, lend her your maid outfit. Yeah, exactly. Cosplay? You mean like what Miharu does? I'll have you know that's just my official work uniform. Sorry. Sumimasen. Someone did suggest we do that, but I'm sure it wouldn't suit me. Man, have you ever heard of tropes? Okay, again, Mao is my spirit animal. How many times have I mentioned tropes during this damn game? More importantly, how many times have I mentioned Steins Gate during this damn game? Oh, we're trying to get the meek one to cosplay? I'm shocked. Literary tropes? I guess. Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing you on the day. Mao shoots a wry smile at Naomi. Oh, right. You're free the Saturday after the Culture Festival? We're planning to head out somewhere again and figured you might want to join. I'm free, yes. Are you sure you want me to come along, though? I won't object. Neither will Rinka, I assume. Again, I'm not clear on what's going on between Miharu and Naomi. I thought that wasn't... like it's been hinted at, touched on, but not really explained. I got the impression Miharu was giving Naomi the cold shoulder to get her out of here so she's not in danger from the whole divine selection thing. But it hasn't been explicitly specified. Maybe next video I'll start with, oh hey, Simon's a dumbass. I remember something that happened in another video, but I don't think so. Yep, don't know what we're doing, but it'll be nice to get out again. What happened to my karaoke idea? I thought that's what you were doing. I'm looking forward to it, but promise me that you'll come along during the Culture Festival. Naomi, no worries, we'll be there. Good luck with preparations. Thank you! Is that this weekend? Again, something's gonna happen. I do my best to swallow the words I was about to say to her as she walks off. Miharu fires a glance at me as I do. I can only imagine the feelings behind her current expression. Is this just because it's a lover's triangle? Mao told Miharu that Naomi's in love with me too, and everyone's just like, yes, stay in your lane, bitch. You two should eat up before lunchtime is over. Divine selection is in my thoughts more often than I'd like these days, but Mao's comment ejects it from my mind for a little bit. Another day spent eating together with friends under a blue sky. Another day spent casually treading the thin line between the life I want and the reality I must face. Where's number 4? Where is he? Where is he? Monday. Once school is over, I catch up to Miharu on her way home. What's wrong? It's unusual for you to approach me like this. Miharu's already aware of the situation after her help in fending off numeral 11. Yeah, we chatted with her. We chose that conversation. Maybe if we didn't, something else would happen here. I don't want to skip on the details, so I make sure she gets the full story about Saturday night. It's about what happened to that card last night. Yeah, let's explore this a bit. Sorry, I have a shift scheduled. As much as I'd like to discuss this over tea, I'm afraid I don't have the time. I know, so I'll be brief. You know the circumstances surrounding numeral 4, so I just want your take on the matter. You said you had his regret card, didn't you? The same that numeral 12 chose last night. I'm assuming yours disappears as well? I nod, and then Maharu continues. We both offer our thoughts on why and how the card could disappear like that. Both of us seem to have the same idea, too. Maharu tries to make her way to the station after that, but I stop her again. There's something that's been nagging at me that I need to talk to her about. That's not all, though. Something's been on my mind ever since Shigetsugu, the one eliminated last night, divulged a certain story to me. And what sort of story was that? One about how different people can share a connection. It got me thinking about how, despite all the people we meet through our lives, we never have the right to force them into anything. This is about Naomi, I assume. What gave me away? This is you we're talking about. You're not sure if practically forcing Naomi to distance herself from divine selection was the right choice, are you? Let me make this clear. My opinion on the matter won't change. Allowing her to involve herself puts her into treacherous territory. But at the same time, Rinka, you're correct. It's not my place to dictate what you two decide. Let's not forget that we're both acting of our own volition. I'm perfectly content offering my life to you, much like how you get involved with participants you hardly know. Yeah, I guess you don't really get to throw stones at us, do you? Yeah, you're right. It's so obvious now that she mentions it. Everyone's acting of their own accord. Maharu chewed me out for it, but that never stopped me from getting involved with Keiko, Sonia, or Shigetsugu and you. I stuck by my choices. That being said, Naomi's got her hands full with the Culture Festival. If you plan to discuss things with her, I suggest doing so afterwards. Yeah, I know. Thanks. Looks like Maharu knew exactly why I tried to stop Naomi, just as I figured. I might be the type of person to act before I think, but this time around, I knew it'd be best to do the opposite. So are we going to get Naomi involved? And, I still remember that shot of Naomi seriously injured and bloodied in the intro cinema there. That's going to happen at some point. Spoilers, but come on. After parting ways with Maharu, I end up near Shigetsugu's house. It's getting telegraphed from a mile away. I made sure to tell her I'd be doing so, to which she offered the warning, just be careful. Yeah, he's not going to be that happy with us. Numeral 4's regret card is gone. That much is a fact. I wasn't sure if I had it in me to elect you, but that's irrelevant now that I just don't have all his cards. To be fair, if he still wants us to elect him out, he could just tell us what his new regret is. The time will come when I have to steel myself for the inevitable. Also, this kind of lends credence to the theory I had before. I was saying before that our regret card may change depending on the choices we're making in the story. Now we know that regrets cards can literally change. So, yeah. How about that? I won't be able to keep myself safe should you end up gathering all my information either. Yeah, that's a thing. That's why I made my way here, to confirm whether or not our guess was correct. It isn't long before the reality of the matter will overturn that logic, however. Uh-oh. Who are we going to run into? Whoa! Well then. Talk about undone. That's, That's what happened to your house. Boy, they do quick work. It's only been a month. So, it'll be interesting to see what Yu's deal is now, because I assume he still remembers Shigetsugu. We remembered Kyoko. We remembered everyone. So where is Yu? I'm surprised he didn't track us down at school. I'm doubly surprised, considering the state of the house. Remember how I was saying before, who gets the house after Shigetsugu's gone? Well, question answered. I stand in front of Shigetsugu's parking lot, mouth agape. That might not be the right way to put it. The house I've become so familiar with is no longer there. In its place, an empty lot. Not a single trace remains of the place Shigetsugu spent his final days. A gust of wind blows through the lot as if to accentuate the emptiness I feel. At the same time, I notice a familiar figure. Hi, 4. Not even a hello, huh? Why did you elect me? It's numeral 4, you. His appearance hasn't changed since we last spoke, but his voice sounds somewhat younger. I asked you to kill me. I begged you to, but you didn't. Why? He somehow sounds even more serious than he did Saturday night. Hey, Shigetsugu left you about 1,000,000 yen. You can go digging for it if you want. Will you kill me during the next election? Well, I can't now. I'm not sure. That's all I can muster. He casts his gaze to the ground before replying. I knew it. You won't elect me even if I tell you my regret. His voice grows deeper than before. His eyes are as empty as they were on the court of fate. I really want to elect you, though, because that's something... That's something Rinka needs to see. You still don't know what you should do. Don't worry. I'll make sure that you kill me. Uh-oh. Oh, damn. Is he going to target Maharu? Because if he elects someone, but we elect him first, and we can because we're number one, so we prioritize over everybody, the rules say that whoever he elects and votes out, we undo that. He's going to vote out Maharu, isn't he? He's going to go after her. Uh-oh. Your memories came back, didn't they? That's why your true regret replaced the one that we knew. Or is he just going to flat out tell me what he did? I'll make you vote me out. Guess who killed you? Just what was locked away within your memories. Hell on earth. I'm not sure what he means, but it doesn't seem to matter to him. He turns his back to me before continuing. Yeah, you know, we could have spared him from that. I hope you're prepared to face what happens next. Wait, there's still more He ignores my plea. I mean, if you want us to vote you out, at least give us your regret card before you make us do it, because otherwise we can't. You'll be the one to... I fail to catch his final words before he leaves. But the tone of his voice has changed yet again. It felt as though each and every word he said pierced me. As he faded into the sunset on the horizon, it reminds me of someone marching into a blazing hellfire. So, that prediction about you being our buddy, moving in, joining the party, that's, nope. Can't win them all. Once home, all I can do is think about what you said. About how I don't have it in me to elect him. If he's going to push us to elect him, this is going to be a... Oh! Or is he going to go after Naomi? I was talking before about her getting beat up. You will do it. He absolutely will. So he's going to get us to vote for him either by voting someone else up, which could only be Maharu, but that would require him getting her cards, or just kicking the ever-loving snot out of someone we know. The latter seems more likely. It's true that he asked me to do so, but I never even had the opportunity to apologize for denying him that request. I open up my card book once more. Well, this is still here at least. As suspected, his memories have returned. His mother's cooking was a regret born from his amnesia. Oh, that's why his regret is gone, because maybe he remembered his mom's cooking? I don't know. There's no doubt it was rooted deep in his psyche, but also inherently different from the regret he held before losing his memories. By that logic, it's odd that his name card didn't disappear along with his regret after regaining his memories. I guess he's not really identifying with his old memories, his old identity that much. He still considers himself you. He still loves Gramps. But his regret, that can understandably change. But the name card is still here. If the cards are based on personal perception, then that makes sense. Yeah, just because of what Psy'Min says. So 2 possibilities exist. The first is that he had no name before. Oh. That's I didn't think of that one. The second is that he doesn't consider his previous name to be his real one. I'm leaning toward that idea. Yeah, that's the one I lean toward as well. For example, he wants to distance himself from his previous self due to some bad experiences. Mike went and did a droppy drop. There we go. Shigetsugu conjectured that his skill in combat came from being in an environment that demanded it. If that's the case, then he's likely been through all sorts of things that a normal person like me can't even imagine. Maybe I was too cruel. I can understand why he'd want to be eliminated to avoid remembering what all he'd gone through. That's barely a sentence. He's likely struggling with his past right now. My own hesitation has caused him to suffer. It's something I should have realized with ease, yet I unconsciously avoided it. Eliminating another is the same as killing them. I was simply too scared to shoulder that sin. I wonder what Naomi would say if she heard all this. What would I have done if she was here? If she shouldered that sin with me? Things are different from before, though. I'm not sure how she'd react to me possibly eliminating somebody. Well, there's no point in thinking about this. No one else can understand how I feel. Once again, I seal the cap on my emotions. I opt to run away, all the while overlooking the future in store for me. I mean, you're going to have to vote out somebody. Oh? Okay, we're still Rinka. I was curious if we were going to have another perspective change. I feel like this might be a good stopping. In the end, I spend my days following that as normal. Yeah, that sounds like we're doing a little bit of a time skip here. The next thing relevant that's going to happen is number 4 making some kind of move. I think he's going to beat the crap out of Naomi and then be like, well, not even beat the crap out of her, like leaving her like hanging on by a thread, if not killing her outright. And then being like, well, here's my regret card. What you going to do? And then, of course, we'll have to worry about number 9 later. But, yeah, that's an interesting twist. I didn't see that coming. Huh. Well, then, I hope you're enjoying the videos. I certainly am. I'm certainly interested in where these are going. I still feel like we're laying that groundwork for the plot twist coming up. Because, again, regrets can change. Parker just does not give 2 craps when that happens. The name card is still different. We know the rules that are coming up and the way to block things and stuff. And it's funny how we had the ability to vote out 4 and then lost it. That's, again, didn't see that coming. But anyway, I hope you guys are looking forward to the next video. What is number 4 going to do? My money is on kill Naomi. I don't think he'll go after Miharu. I don't think he'll even try to kill Miharu because he knows there's no point in it. If she's in divine selection, then she's protected. No, Naomi, yeah, I don't think you're ready for the culture festival. Not in the way you think you are, honey. Sorry. Anyway, let's find out what happens next time. Take care. Make sure you're following the channel. Make sure you know when the video's coming up. Watching out on Twitter and Twitch for all the other stuff I'm doing. I'll see you guys next time.